Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I have episode 2 of This and That for you, where I will be reading this and then doing that, which this is Berserk. I'll be getting through, I believe, what is volume 2 in this episode and finishing up folding what laundry is left to be folded. Throughout it, I'll stop after every chapter or whatever you want to call it. I'll probably look up the technical terms for those things. But one chapter folding, one chapter folding, back and forth. If you're seeing this video for the first time, you can check out episode 1. I'm going to start putting the chapter names above the time lapses. So if you want to follow along, I don't know how well that'd work out, but if you want to know kind of where I'm at, I'll put those in this episode. But also, if you like it, hit the like. If you like it enough to see more of it, subscribe. And without further ado, let's get on to our first chapter in Berserk Volume 2 in our beautiful deluxe edition, and just see where this takes me this time. And I'll give a little recap of what happened, mostly safe for work. I won't mention anything too crazy, but I'll give a little recap / review once we get to the folding. I'll see you here in a little bit after this time lapse. Fantastic. What a very great end couple panels for the end of the Guardians of Desire 2. Well, perfect. The Guardians of Desire 2 went pretty... I mean, I guess somebody's always going to die during one of the chapters, but we pick up where we left off in the first episode. Guts and the elf Puck make it to the little hermit guy's hidey hole, and they discuss the Behelit. I believe it's the Behelit. I think that's what it's called. I will correct myself if I'm mistaken. But as the guy is describing, the little hermit guy is describing what happened to him, it's found out that the count has been essentially just power hungry and eating people, and also has a daemon. I think it was, at least that's how it was. It was spelled, it wasn't spelled demon, so final boss appeared, fitted sheet. Count's been eating people. He got lucky. Well, he didn't get lucky. He had to watch his family perish in front of him. Does anybody else fold these like properly, or is there a proper way to fold them? I don't know, but it's getting folded this way and putting in the closet. But yeah, unfortunately, Hermit Man had to see his wife and child get taken. I'm assuming he meant that they got, eaten as well. But he escapes after being like insanely mutilated with the Behelit, the magic egg that we find out is a key to the is it like I think they said God hand. I have bad memory recall, so during like one of my psych evals, it was shown that I have not too great of short-term or like memory recall, and I think short-term memory. I literally can't remember. But this should also help retain some of that information too while going over it all. Yeah, I think the God hand, it was like, I think there was 5 of them or something like that. Not too much explained there, but the Behelit is a key that opens a portal to that place that where like demons have blurred the lines, done some crazy shit, I guess. And then the guy wakes up from that the Black Swordsman had given that kind of like warning to in the first volume. Wakes up, goes, Black Swordsman, I need to get the Black Swordsman. Oh gosh. The Count comes in, makes everybody leave the room. He's meaning business. You want to take out the Black Swordsman? Well, here is my daemon. Let it take it into you. And I was like, whoa, bit of a chill out. It's kind of a lot. Gives him his power, and then sends the dude with his daemon out to go get the Black Swordsman. Hermit gives Guts and Puck a breakdown of how to get into the castle through like a secret passage. Doesn't want to go himself because he believes he'll be a burden because of his condition, but wants Guts to essentially get vengeance, avenge him and his family. Guts is also still dealing with closing off his emotions and his humanity. It's I don't know, it's kind of angering to see that, because like once you've tried your hardest to become a better person, seeing somebody making those mistakes of like obviously not doing something, like doing the right thing when it is necessary, and like blatantly choosing not to, knowing that there is the other choices, right? But Guts basically tells them that they're both weak again and nobody can do anything but him. dude with the daemon is now all beefed up, breaks through the wall that starts attacking him. Puck and Hermit, I'm gonna call him still, essentially hide while Guts starts breaking out his faster form, blocking and dodging, cuts off one of the arms of the guy. They think that they got the upper hand, no pun intended. They didn't. The daemon kind of like does some Akira bullshit, grows back an appendage, grabs the axe again, and now it's like more so of a long range or like ranged weapon. But Guts doesn't matter, because he's just, even as a man, he's just faster. Ends up dealing what seems to be a fatal blow to dude's cranium, and the daemon comes out, kind of acknowledges them, the Black Swordsmen, and as they're essentially leaving, like getting out of there, the Hermit has like a little another hidey hole or like escape route. They get out through the sewer. As they're like getting out through the sewer, Guts goes on more of a like, oh no, I'm just gonna take the Behelit, and you know, you're just too weak. I'm gonna kill the Count on my own, not because of you or for anybody else, just for myself. And then the daemon captures our friend Hermit, takes him to the court. The Count lays a trap for hoping Guts would, his humanity would come through and try to save him, but he does not. He stands on the wayside. Puck sees that he's over there because they find out that he's being executed, and tries to reason with Guts to no avail. Guts is still just feeling himself and not wanting to step into a trap that he knows he can't make it out. Puck asks if he's afraid, which he has, what? Like, no, I'm not afraid. No, like, you just won't step in to do anything. That's I mean, he says it's because there's too many people, but I mean, I guess that's not really being afraid, knowing you're outnumbered and just not, engaging. But they end up, executing Homeboy after Puck tries to block the axe, or like knock the axe out of the way. Some stupid, I mean, not stupid, but heroic, but not enough. Guts kind of sees it, turns around in like pain, because his humanity part of him that cares hurts, and you see that. And I think we kind of lead up to where Guts sees the little slug creature thing guy from Invincible, the robot. And I don't know. It just it doesn't end on a very good note. I mean, I guess it's never gonna end on a good note. He finds the not grave robbers, but people working the grave, like mass grave site, essentially, and sees the head of the Hermit, and then takes out both of those guys, and the souls of the killed, the executed, come out, and they all want revenge. They will all want to seek out revenge on the Count, try to take over Guts' body. Kind of, I believe he forced them out. I'm assuming he forced them out of his body. And goes on, just says, like, I'm gonna do it myself, my own flesh and blood, human body, I'm gonna do it. And I believe that's where it wraps up. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'll kill the cat with my very own flesh and blood. Yeah, I don't know. Just we're leading up. There's still so much story to go. We're about just maybe halfway through this edition here. But let me time lapse the rest of this, and we can get one more because there's only 2 chapters in this volume. Then we'll get the other one read, and hopefully some more. Let's go. Well, unfortunately, it looks like there was a pen that was in the dryer, and it looked like it exploded on some of the clothes. So hopefully, we'll see what the damage is when we get there. But on to the, what is this one called? It's the same name. I just memory recalls. A little dodgy. This chapter was a little bit longer than normal, so it's a little bit more difficult for me to recount, even if it was that soon after reading it. Okay. Yeah, The Guardians of Desire, Chapter 3. I will see you on the other side when we get to folding and seeing what ink got on the what. Yay! Well, there marks the end of the Guardians of Desire. Chapter 3. be on to Berserk, the Volume 3. We only have probably a third of this left to go. Well, Guardians of Desire, Chapter 3, we got to the actual battle between the Count, the beginning of the battle between the Count and Guts. Oh, there is some of that pen ink gone onto the back of my pants there. Maybe some splotches. Oh, everywhere. That's not good. But they end up. Guts ends up coming to the castle. Starts taking out all the guards. And actually, I believe that's how that started. Oh yeah. Like I said, my memory recall is not too great, but yeah. Guts gets to the castle. He starts, taking on the guards. The priest is like, "Go get him! Go! What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Get him! You can't take on 30 plus of us or 50, whatever." He says a lot. He ends up taking them all on. The big guy comes in. They think, "Oh, you big guy, you take on him." No. Big guy gets taken out immediately. I think then, or just right before that, we find out that the Count has a daughter that he's trapped in her room for 7 years since. Oh no! Please, somebody's got unscathed. They didn't. But the Count had a daughter trapped in the tower for 7 years after his wife / her mother perished, and he became a demon. Gosh, there's so much over that. Damn. Then he brings Puck to his daughter Teresa. At me, don't at me. But she kind of doesn't want to be around her father. Puck kind of talks to her about why she was up in there, being like trapped. Then throughout all the commotion, Puck sees the guards at the bottom talking about an intruder after Guts had beaten all of the guards, made most of the guards like retreat and leave. Puck leaves to go try and help Guts or see what they can do. And Guts makes his way to the throne room, and the Count is just sitting on the throne, waiting for him to make a move. Guts is moving closer and closer. They're just talking about how I'm not a mere man. Let's see what a mere man can do about this. Guts takes a couple steps up, realizes that underneath the steps is like where the demon has kind of planted itself. The Count has planted himself, stabbing it, starting the actual fight between them. The Count transforms and into his like actual form, I believe his actual form, kind of just running hands on Guts. He gets like that Thanos moment where it's like, all that for a drop of blood? I respect you. Like, now you can die happy or die peacefully, knowing that you were able to do something to me. And Guts never lets go of his sword. And kind of, we just end that fight on Guts getting thrashed around, and essentially strewn over a pillar, and we get a to be continued, so super fun. The art style is fantastic. I like the line work is crazy on some of the shots where it's like speed or intense focus. That was really well done. These longer chapters are harder for me to recap. I might have to start. You know what? Yeah. I'll start bringing note cards. I'll do note cards, and I'll just write down, or a notebook, and I'll write down the most interesting things that I find in each chapter, and that'll give me a better baseline to explaining and recapping and reviewing it for you all. So that'll work. Coming up with this stuff on the fly, but that's how you gotta do it. Gotta keep trying it and see what you can do. But I will do another time lapse, finish up folding this, and I think that's where we'll wrap it up for today. See you at the end of the time lapse and then we'll do a little outro and maybe another little mini recap overall. See you after that. Well, all right. We got 2 baskets done. Gonna have to start another few loads of laundry, and then we'll be back for the 3rd installment of this and that. We went over the next volume in our journey of the. Okay, what was it called? The Guardians of Desires, chapters 2 and 3, and then we are going to be on Guardians of Desire chapter 4, 5, and 6, and then we start the Golden Age, which I would assume is going to be at the very end of this bad boy. But here's a little preview of the cover art for volume 3, or Guardians of Desire chapter 4, whichever one you want to call it. But so far, amazing work. I can't wait to get my hands on the other volumes, and then or compendiums, I guess. I don't know how you want to call these, where they have a bunch of the single books all in one for manga. But I'm enjoying it. I'm getting some stuff done. Productivity and entertainment. What more could you want? I'm going to be implementing a note card system for next episode. Kind of jotting down little pieces here and there, so it'll help me recall, and so I can recap and review it a little bit better. And we'll just have to see where this story takes us. Overall, the character development for Guts so far, I mean, nothing's really changed up until this point, since there's still a lot of story to go. But you do see a little bit more of the, I guess, human side of Guts. He does question one choice at least, with Vargas, which I was calling the Hermit. in saying like to himself like should I, like, well, I mean, why would I? But the humanity level or humanity meter in Guts is starting to show itself a little bit more, but his logic and reasoning is keeping him from going fully with his heart. In some cases it's for the best of him staying alive, but again we'll see where this takes us. It'll be very interesting to see where Guts is after that beat down from the Count in his demon form. But I hope you enjoyed. This has been a little bit of a more difficult one since of the recall issue I have, but I hope you enjoyed. If you did, drop a like if you liked it enough, subscribe potentially, and this has been your host X Makeup Now X. I will see you in the next installment or whatever else you see me in. Peace out. Deuces. Bye.